Okay, we're back. We're gonna see if we can do the tutorial this time all the way through. That's my goal. We'll see how things go. And so I'm glad that you are here with us. So we are setting up Age of Empires.
Driven from their homes by armed invaders, a few hardy refugees faced the prospect of starting again. They would found a new village deep in the countryside. With a new settlement established, the first priority was locating a reliable food source. The simplest source was gathering from nature.
So we can highlight by clicking around them and then right-clicking on the place that we want them to be. And they will all go to work. So right up here, it shows us how much food has been gathered and how much we still need to go. And once I've gotten my 50, then we'll move on to the next tip. And this allows me to maneuver around my known universe, my known world. And objective completed, and we're going to move to the next one.
With a healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow. To do so, it would need more hands to share the work.
Click on the town center, and so right here we have a button that we can click, or we can use the Q from the keyboard to start generating new people. And it says I need 5, so I'm going to generate a couple more.
Yeah. Yaru. Meta.
And tell them to start gathering.
Quetta. Gadriende.
Quetta. Meta. Yeah. Yaru. Gongende.
The new workforce could now turn to the growing village's needs. First, they would build a mill near their food source, so villagers could drop off gathered berries more easily.
So notice as well that it shows I have 2 idle villagers, and that's these 2 sitting right here.
Quetta.
And if I click on them, it locates them in the world. So I need to build a mill, and I'm going to build it where the berries are in the orange glow of the building. That will give me a higher percentage of return on the berries. And I could ask this one to help them out, and I could have 2 of them building at the same time, so I could make it even faster. Okay, so now they've gone off to pick berries.
Next, the growing village would need wood to build with.
So I am going to choose another villager. And ask this person to come over and start capturing food. I mean, cutting wood.
Chawiller. Would do.
So it tells me I have 7 people working on the food supply, and I have 2 working on wood supply, and I'm assuming, I already know, but the next thing would be for us to gather gold at some point. I do not know if there is a way to rebuild, make this go faster or not. Right now, I'm just interested in learning the mechanics of the game and the goals of the game.
The growing community now had a steady supply of lumber. To make wood collection easier, villagers could erect a lumber camp near the forest.
So,
Where can they?
build a lumber camp.
Yeah. Where can they? Quetta. Work on.
Thanks to the camp, villagers no longer needed to travel as far to drop off lumber. The village now required additional houses to support its growing population.
Where can they?
So we're going to build some additional housing.
Huh? Work on.
Quetta. Where can? Done.
Here worked.
Estes.
With additional housing in place, even more villagers could join the workforce. But a populous village would soon exhaust the natural food sources.
Huh?
To grow, the community needed dedicated farms.
Work can.
Yeah. Where can they?
Done.
Quetta. Where can they? Huh? Yeah, where Yeah.
Woodsmen and farmers now kept the village well supplied. Further growth required knowing the countryside and finding more resources. For that, communities employed scouts.
So I'm going to click the town center and W for scout. And it's going to build my scout. It's going to... And notice I still have 4 villagers here that aren't producing. We'll get to them in just a little bit.
Hey, sir.
So
Able
there's
to
our-
move quickly and see great distances,
Scout?
scouts were key to discovering new resources. The most important thing for a scout to locate was a ready source of gold.
So I already know because I've run
Good
this a couple of times.
Yes. Ridende.
To prevent having to haul ore large distances, expanding communities would establish a mining camp near the source of gold.
Where can they? Yeah, that. Off the Delphin.
So we're going to put some miners to work. We're going to have our gold mining camp.
well-placed camp ensured efficient gold mining.
You'll notice now that I have 4 people on mines. We're building our gold reserves. I have 2 on lumber and I have 3 on food supplies. And they are gathering my gold. And it is gathered.
With a good supply of gold, the village was becoming a large town.
Yeah.
The signpost of this growth would be the construction of a large landmark.
Yes, sir. Asti rende. Yeah.
So to build my landmark, select a villager. Since I have room for so many more villagers, I am just going to create a new villager to handle that task.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask them to build the landmark. We're going to choose our landmark. We're going to put it right
Where
there.
can they?
So this is how we move from one age to the other and expand on what we can do. The end of an era means we build a new landmark.
Wait, where can they? You went they up.
Yes, sir. Westernala.
With the landmark in place, the once sleepy village announced itself as a thriving feudal township. The townsfolk had been driven from their homes before, however.
What third face,
This
eh?
time, they
Go
would
get
defend
it.
themselves.
Vera Dawn.
The first step would be constructing a barracks for infantry.
Yes, Westuhala. That's sole bio tempra.
Ike om je selly.
Okay, my barracks are built.
Once it had a barracks, the town could establish a standing force of soldiers. Simple infantrymen armed with spears were a common choice for these militias.
So notice my lowest level of villager is a Q. My lowest level in the barracks is also a Q.
Yes, sir. Westuhala.
What third face, eh?
Add some additional housing over here.
Each a worker.
On your worker. Each a worker. Yaru to work. Each a worker.
And I need to produce 10 spearmen.
Each a blue that. There you worker.
Woodoo.
Forward here.
Yarway.
Don't do that.
Yes, questo hara. Off each a gar. Garwigan. Each a willa hua woodoo.
Trimeth Garu, cometh on. Yerwath Garwigan.
Third men.
And we're just building our
Garu Upper. Ferdemen.
The town now had a militia and could look to reclaim the lands lost to invasion.
And you work it.
The invaders had blocked the road north with a stout palisade. Although spears were of little use against these walls, the militia could burn down the obstacle with torches.
Garwigan Astata. Mid-May. Garu Ferath. Mid-May.
What surface, eh? Vichende Woodoo.
Garu Upper.
by using Control 1, you can now control the entire
Yerwath Garwigan. Tremeth Garu. Garwigan forth.
the entire barracks of troops.
With the road open, the militia could now reclaim their lands in the north.
Hurrah!
First, the spearmen had to deal with a lone sentry.
Undestrelum! Each willing!
So you have to use the attack A in order to get this
Advancing
objective.
aggressively, the militia eliminated the enemy sentry.
Aknawa.
The invaders had a small cavalry camp guarding the road, but the militia was ready to attack.
Rit nu. Garu Astiga.
You can see that the level of life left in the enemy is dwindling. And we go on to destroy.
Spears were highly effective against cavalry, allowing the militia to win the day. All that remained was to destroy the invaders' stables.
Burka Firas!
The invaders' cavalry post was destroyed, but other enemy positions awaited further up the road. Hostile archers defended the next camp, which would put spearmen at a disadvantage. The township needed cavalry of its own to deal with this, and so would need to build stables. To deploy that cavalry quickly, the town needed to build their stables near the front lines. Fortunately, friendly villagers came out of hiding and joined the effort.
Ja. Dende ut.
Yasa, Wasuhala. On your worker. Off each a guy.
And here's our stable.
Each a worker.
What's the thing?
Yasa, Wasuhala.
Yirwa, Garwigan. Remet, Garu, Ritnu.
Your way, Yao Arler. Each timber theos.
And there's our second stable.
Remet, Garu. Garu. Morka, Viras.
With stables in place, the town could field horsemen of its own.
On your worker. That shule beo timbran. Each brew came back.
Garwigan, Asetta. Garwigan, Four.
What thurfaith, eh? Workende on Eckerham.
Wordea. Eored Jan. Din Hester, each a folly.
Each Libby.
Listas Veras.
And your worker.
Yours to lend, to fleet.
Yaru to work.
Din Hester.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yeah, Iaru. Beod me. Rieder Iaru, foliende Hessa. Vin Hester. Jedit it up, readeth Aeradus. Stare past the new Beod me. Aeoredas Yerwe. Aeoredas, Ferath. Aeored Yaru. Yerward, Aritanu. Yerward. Yesadli Athop. Vin Hester.
The town now had a rapid light cavalry, skilled at harassing slower targets, such as archers.
Aeoridas, Healthborough.
Aeoredas, Hoth. God. Cities in Upa!
The cavalry eliminated the enemy archers and moved on to destroying the archery range itself.
So I have been able to group the different types of troops together, and as a
The
result,
invaders'
I
archers
can
and their camp
call
were
them
destroyed.
based on
A final enemy
number.
emplacement remained, one fortified with palisades and defended by spearmen.
Garu Upa! Garu Astiga!
To deal with this target, the town would need longbowmen. First, they needed to build archery ranges in the area regained from the invaders.
Remat Garu!
Once more, friendly villagers arrived to help.
Anshara!
And you worker? That's Shule Bale Timra. What, birthday day? Sure, that's your birthday, Heston.
Steady fast to do!
Cheers. Your way on you, Sammy. Eat your worker. Ike om je selly. That's Shule Bale Timran.
Yaru to work. Farid they knew.
With several archery ranges in place, the town could add longbowmen to its forces.
Sure, that's their Fende Heston. Each willa, you will do. Here at upper. Yeah, each willa.
So I'm sending my extra villagers back
It willa do hit.
to
Off
collect
clear
wood. Come up here and I need 20 longbowmen. So 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Flanboga a rod. Strele fuse.
Garwigan Aseta. Garu Ferath.
Strelboren Yerwa Gath Strelboren. Flanboga a rod. Yerwiath. Heragongath on way. Abuga Strel Dida hit. Strelboren Yard. Strelboran Si Iquilla. Flamboga ad Onsterende.
A strong force of archers could eliminate enemy spearmen at a distance, so long as they took the proper position.
Strelboran Si.
I'll group these. Move them
Abuga Strelboren. Strelboren Ferreth.
there. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna move
Rimeth Garu.
one
Cometh
over
on.
here. all of these also as a 4. So you notice this is 2 and 4 and 1 and 4.
Eat your will.
Poised on a cliff top, the longbowman would be protected from an infantry charge.
Strelboren, yes. On Styriath, Strelboren. Strelboren, on Ganga. Yes, sir. Foliente, yes. Heragon Gathnon way!
The last of the invaders fell to the resurgent homegrown population. Now that their lands were free of enemies, the town could take the next step in its growth and become a powerful medieval city. Here, too, the erection of a great landmark would be the signpost of this growth.
Way Sindon Sekende! Strelboren, Jerwa!
Gedieted Upa!
Strelboren, Siste!
Yes, sir.
Villagers.
Understood.
I'm gonna come over here and build my white tower.
Each timber things.
There.
Hestes Commende. Each Timbra Theos. Yes, sir.
Where a few lowly refugees had founded a small village, now rose a mighty city. From there would grow an empire.
So I will say that so far I'm very, very pleased with this game. I love the artwork. Shout out to my friend Joey, and you know, I don't know which part she did, Joey, but I really think that this is a game that I'm going to get to play more of. Really excited about it. Guys, we will see you soon.